Hey, Shalom, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waha, Rakak, Wadash, double honor unto my apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Israelite foreigners scattered around the world, which are Israelites, but they may look like the other nations. All right, but it's based upon your father's lineage. Okay, I'm the brother Kassad, and just wanted to do a quick hit. Inspiration comes from this video right here, which was done by the elder Manat Zakba of, as you see his channel right here, Great Millstone, South Carolina, '08. Okay, and he was doing a response video to these dudes that fell out of the Great Millstone Boston camp. All right, and they're now teaching false doctrines. You know, they're teaching pretty much a world-friendly doctrine, you know, when the scriptures is not dealing with the other nations. You know, that's what these Christians teach, that all nations could be saved. All right, they're trying to bring in the heathen, because, you know, you got two different types of Gentiles in the scriptures. You got the Israelite foreigners, which became Gentiles by being scattered amongst the actual Gentiles, which is the heathen. You know, you got Israelites that were scattered amongst these other nations, okay, and they took on the customs of those nations, and they fell away from their heritage, which was the law, statutes, commandments, from them being Israelites based upon their father's lineage, okay, and you know, I'm gonna get one scripture to prove that. You know, what the scriptures say, you know, certain Gentiles are going to make it. It's talking about the Israelite foreigners, okay? Because we've been scattered amongst these different heathen countries, these different heathen nations. Israel's been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, all right? And the Gentiles that's going to come in is the Israelites that have become Gentiles, that are coming back to their heritage, now coming back to being Hebrew Israelites. That's what the Apostle Paul was sent out to do, okay? To go to the Israelite foreigners scattered amongst those different lands, okay? All right, and also, this is going to be an exhortation, you know, for brothers that's coming in, the brothers still in the fold. Yo, man, we got to, you know, continue in the things which we have learned, man, okay? Because you got to remember, you know, brother just coming into the truth, you entering into other men's labors, as the scriptures say. Okay, there's been men before you doing this thing, and, you know, the Most High deals with order. You know, we got spiritual parents in this thing, man. You know, the elders, the apostles, you know, they've been in this thing before a lot of us was even born. You know, Pastor Tahar going on 40 years. You know, certain apostles been in this thing over 30 years, also going on 40 years. You know, so, you know, and even the bishops, the Connecticut elders, you know, been in this thing for a very long time. So, you know, the doctrine has already been laid out, you know, and the main thing, man, is just, you know, teach the word and you know, help, you know, do your part in waking up the elect. You know, it ain't about trying to find new revelations and being deep. You know, you got to understand what this thing is about. It's about salvation, man. Salvation for the elect. And, you know, once the elect is sealed, that's when these prophecies are going to come to pass, man. So that should be your focus, man. Focus on, like the scriptures say, be occupied in prophecy, and just, you know, like I said, continue on in the things which you have learned. So I'm gonna get that scripture. This is 2 Timothy 3, verse 14. Matter of fact, I started 2 Timothy 3 and 13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. But continue to doubt in the things which thou hast learned, and hast been assured of, knowing of whom thou hast learned them. Okay? So, the 2/3 of our people, they're going to be cut off and they're not going to make it. They're going to die. They're not going to receive deliverance from the judgment of the Most High. However, they will be in the kingdom. They will come back as newborn babes after they die those grievous and painful deaths, after they receive their judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai in this time, in the time of the Most High's wrath. Okay, and those men are waxing worse and worse, and that includes false prophets, false teachers of false doctrines. Okay, they are part of the 2/3 as well, and they're not going to make it. They're going to receive judgment, and they're waxing worse and worse, and that's why we gotta rebuke these men. And the scriptures say, mark them, meaning what? You showing the congregation, you showing the whole entire congregation, yo man, do not follow these men. You telling them to beware of these men. You got to call those men out. You got to show them who they are, because there's new guys coming in, new brothers, new sisters coming into the fold, and they don't know what's going on. They just, they're impressionable. They don't know which camp has the truth, which camp is teaching falsehood. All right, so it's our job to, call out these other camps for all their wickedness, man. Okay, if they're going off in the scriptures, if they're going off camera, and some of those things are being shown unto, like I said, the some of those, because a lot of times you got camps doing things off camera, and they're posting it online on their channels, and people are watching it. Israelites are watching it. Jake coming in is watching it, and they're thinking that's all right. We got to call all of those things out, man. All right, and it says, continuing the things which thou hast learned, and has been assured of, knowing of who thou hast learned them. All right, so yeah, just continuing the things which you have learned, man. All right, don't try to change up the doctrine. Okay, we too late in the game for that, man. All right, like I said, the Lord already has everything set up for you, man. When you come in this truth, all right, your job is to, study and show thyself approved, man. All right, take notes, read the scriptures, read the Bible, read the different books in the Bible, read the Apocrypha, get all those notes, get all the breakdowns from your teachers. And like I said, do your own research, study, and, let's just say if something do happen where you lack understanding on something, or, you feel like, the scripture should be broken down in another way, get counsel on it, man. Don't just start teaching it. Get counsel on it. However, that shouldn't happen because, everything's already been broken down. But if it does happen, get counsel on it. And, if brother's telling you you're going off, you can't be proud and get upset about it, man. Just take it lightly, take it humbly, man. And just, stay in order. That's the main thing, man. Because you don't want to fucking become a castaway because you're proud, or, you're being disorderly, or, and that's why you got to know what getting yourself into, man. All right. You got to be in this thing for the right reasons, man. All right. The scriptures say, men come in this thing not to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but their own bellies. All right. This is not about seeking glory, man. All right. It's not about being deep. Okay. This is about the glorification of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right. And waking up the elect. So, I get the last scripture dealing with this Israelite foreigner topic. All right. I believe it's Tobit 13:3. Tobit chapter 13, verse 3, it says, confessed him before the Gentiles, ye children of Israel, for he hath scattered us among them. All right. So, when we go out there in the highways and byways, we preaching, we prophesying in the name of Yahweh Shemi Shai amongst the whole world. Like the scriptures say, we are a spectacle unto the world. Okay. And we out here rebuking everybody, not just our people, we're rebuking the other nations as well, prophesying against these other nations because they're going into slavery. That's according to the Bible. That's another reason they can't receive salvation, because how can you receive salvation when the scriptures clearly say that all these different heathen nations are going into captivity under us, beginning with the nation of Edom, so-called white people. All right. And they're all going into captivity under us because we are in captivity right now under them, beginning with the so-called white man. Okay. And when we out there teaching, we out here, that's one of the things that we teach, that you nations is going into slavery, man. You heathen nations are going into slavery. Okay. And you got Israelites scattered amongst these other nations. So yeah, we teach these other nations their judgments. We're giving them their judgments, but we're also letting our people know that's scattered amongst them that, hey, if this word resonates with you, if you're compelled by the word and you agree with everything that's being said, and you're not a scoffer, you can, the Spirit is working with you to, understand these breakdowns, and, like I said, if you believe in this truth, then you might be an Israelite, even though you may look like these other nations, man. Okay? You have Israelites looking like so-called white people. You have Israelites looking like so-called Chinese, so-called Japanese, so-called Arabs. Okay? You have Israelites looking like so-called Ethiopians, but they're Israelites because they go back, their forefathers on their father's lineage goes back to one of the 12 patriarchs or the 12 sons of Jacob, man. All right, that's how you know that they're Israelite. And like I said, they're not scoffing against this truth, and it resonates with them. And the Spirit is on them to believe and teach. Then they might be Israelite. No matter if they look like a heathen nation, because we just read it right here. He has scattered us among them, man. That's why we confess him before the Gentiles, all right? And also to give them their judgments. Let them know they're going into slavery. Esau's empire is going to come to an end. All right? So, like I said, this was a quick hit. All right? It went on a little longer than I expected, but,